What's up, everybody? It is Chris here, and as you read on the title, Logan Paul just responded to the Coffeezilla accusations. I'm going live on this because I have been doing short coverage via Twitter, Instagram, YouTube on the entire situation with Logan Paul and Coffeezilla. So basically what happened is Logan Paul launched his project called Crypto Zoo, didn't do anything with it for over a year. Coffeezilla makes a 3-part YouTube series, about an hour and a half long, calling Logan out on the allegations. And here we are today. Logan Paul responds 9 minutes from the time of me making this video. So I actually haven't watched the allegations yet. We're going to end this video together because I wanted it to be a surprise and kind of all see it together. So with that introduction and without further ado, let's look at it. Let's see what Logan says, how he responds to being called out as a scammer by not only Coffeezilla, but really the entire internet. So let me pull this up right here. He used the thumbnail similar to Coffeezilla. He actually dresses like Coffeezilla, which is, that's a very Logan thing to do. But where's the truth? My response to Coffeezilla's scam allegations. Let's check it out.
Coffeezilla. I watched.
Let me know if you can hear it well. It's 7 minutes long, even though Coffeezilla was an hour and a half and well edited, but I won't keep, I'll interrupt it a few times, but I'm going to, give it a little bit. So let's check it out.
Coffeezilla. I watched her 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam. And like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money. While your work used to be impartial, your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment and you've made very real errors with very real repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation. So in this video today, I'm going to be defending myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting as you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel. You see, Coffeezilla tried to work with law enforcement in the past, but his work was described as not anchored to truth and often speculative. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, and he's nothing more than the Keemstar of crypto and finance. But as opposed to just telling you, I'm going to show you some of the core discrepancies that I caught in Coffeezilla's investigation. Coffee, you interviewed the developer who stole the game.
I'm not going to give many opinions about it right now, but let's take a look at Crypto Zoo real quick. So this just came out 8 minutes ago, and Crypto Zoo is the underlying project. Let's see. It's going to hurt me a little bit if it jumped up in price. Okay, it really hasn't moved in price, at least according to OpenSea. The activity, at least like in the last little bit, it looks like there's a couple of sells going on. But for 2.24, nothing too crazy. It is kind of moving a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Let's see. There's been 42 sells today in the last 24 hours, it looks like. No. Yeah. So anyways, just to kind of give you an update on the project that it's on. Sorry, I was looking at that real quick, and we'll jump back to the video.
In code fled to Switzerland and held it hostage for $1 million. Well, his name is Zach Kelling. Surely, as the internet detective that you proclaim to be, you would know that he spent time in prison for multiple felonies, one for aggravated robbery, armed robbery at a liquor store, and the other for, surprise, obstructing the legal process. I can see why you kept him anonymous.
Who will be calling Z here.
I guess among many things, it doesn't surprise me that he lied about having 30 engineers and a $50,000 a week burn rate.
On my end, I have 30 engineers. I'm burning $50,000 a week.
Which, side note, is how this delusionist landed on the $1 million code ransom, but it turns out he only had 3 engineers. Wouldn't someone with journalistic integrity know their credible source had not only an agenda, but a fondness for orange jumpsuits? Or did you just hear what you wanted to hear and moved on? Because even if you're lying to yourself, Steven, you still have to believe it. And I know what you're thinking. What type of idiot would work with an unsavory individual like Zach Kelling? I guess that's what I get for trusting the team that I relied on to vet and manage Eddie's hiring process, who has turned out to be a professional con man that I have since learned fooled billionaires, the Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now...
Bro, that's
and surely you knew
crazy. So that guy he's talking about, Eddie, is basically lied to the NFL to get to the position that he was in and lied to a bunch of millionaires and deceived everybody to get there, and Logan hired him on the team. Also, this whole thing's a little distracting. Logan has been a content creator since freaking Vine and even before that. And whoever filmed this is they're moving the camera the whole time. It's hard for me to focus on.
Billionaires, the Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now me. And surely you knew Emilio, the gentleman who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency, was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him. So either you missed that or you knew it and failed to let the public know. Why? Because it was a clear sign that he was also untrustworthy. You seemed pretty excited when the guy told you that he couldn't hatch the eggs.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
You're kidding. You can't hatch?
You're kidding. You can't hatch?
You can't hatch?
Yeah, 1 second of research would prove that to be false, as you can definitely hatch eggs and even breed your animals.
Click on that. Oh, we got a duck.
And as you pointed out in your fine print, cross-hatching was available on ETH at one point, but you perpetuated the opposite as truth with your chest out.
Basically, nothing worked.
And by the way, Guy, almost all NFTs are just pictures.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna say that that's fair for Logan, because it was depicted as, oh, dude, these are popping off. These are popping off like crazy. Here, let me share the screen real quick. We're gonna come right back to this video. Yeah, they're going crazy right now as I am live. Let's just go ahead and share the second screen. So, man, I just said that they were at $270, and they were. And it looks like just like within the past few minutes, we've been getting an influx of sales, which I thought would happen if he defended it. So it went from $240, $250 from the time of starting this video. They're selling for 0.4 ETH right now, which is $483. They've almost doubled in the 5 minutes that I've been live, which is crazy. And what I was talking about, or what he's talking about, the eggs, I do agree with. It looks like they're not revealed, like when you look at them like on OpenSea and stuff, but I guess that they're cross-revealed. People are responding very well to this video so far. You can see that in the market. Let's check one more thing before we go back to Logan Paul defending himself. Let's see if any notable traders are jumping in. I have this tool. It's called Ninja Alerts. It basically shows me who's buying what. And no notable traders are buying in right now that I see. So right now it's either like really degen people buying into this crypto zoo, or it's newbies that are getting wrecked by Logan Paul all over again. All that being said, let's go back to the video. Let me get back to where we can actually hear it and continue.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information, right? So why have you allowed the illegal recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission? And then more like an internet criminal, post it online.
And it was interesting. It was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't verify any backgrounds, substantiate any evidence, took multiple criminals.
All right. So he's saying that eavesdropping, electronic amplifying, blah, 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 is up to 3 years in jail. Note that California is a 2-party consent. This means that all telephone calls or conversations must get their consent for someone to record it. Okay, this is out of California. He's not based out of California, so I don't know if it's different in Texas laws. It probably is. Or $10,000 per violation. $10,000 to Coffeezilla is probably nothing. And this also makes it look completely different. It says amplifying or recorded devices listen in to another person's confidential communication. And this was like he knew it was recorded. So this, I feel like this would be a different law. But anyways, let's continue.
Post it online.
And it was interesting. It was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't verify any backgrounds, substantiate any evidence, took multiple criminals' words as truth, and broke laws, you still published the defamation. However, unlike you, the blockchain doesn't lie. So let's highlight some things that you did point out. Crypto King Jake stole $6 million. True or not, we had already removed him from the team when we realized he was a bad actor and his motives were purely financial. Conman Eddie, lead developer, stole $1.7 million. True or not, when we learned he was a bad actor as well, he was immediately removed from the team. While myself and Jeff sold nothing and made nothing as verified through investigation and the blockchain.
Jeff, Logan's manager, to my knowledge, never sold. Neither did Logan Paul.
I repeat, Jeff and I made no money and will never make any money on CryptoZoo. In fact, we only lost money trying to pick up the pieces. As has been the case with dozens of crypto and NFT projects, the space is unfortunately ripe for bad actors to infiltrate projects that start with even the best intentions. Jake the Snake is no longer affiliated with CryptoZoo, and we hope the money he reappropriated was worth ruining his reputation. Con man Eddie is being investigated by a higher authority that I cannot speak on. As you can imagine, I was not cleared from legal to discuss much of this, including the legal process being undertaken and the criminal investigations going on during the fallout. But I do appreciate you calling out that rats under my nose stole the game code, millions of dollars, and left Jeff and I abandoned with no team and knives in our back. But
Okay,
after 12 months of work,
that's pretty funny, honestly. Logan's basically saying that he wasn't allowed to say any of this, but he got screwed, and basically Coffeezilla let it be known that he got screwed. So that was a kind of funny take from Logan, because he's basically like, look, I couldn't say anything about this, but thank you for stating that this team screwed me and I haven't been able to say anything about it.
back. But even after 12 months of work, you've still managed to overlook one crucial piece of information. See, even though I've said it's coming so many times, you've assumed that CryptoZoo isn't being made. Who are you to decide when the development timeline ends? I got everything stolen from me in our community, stopped promoting publicly as soon as I knew the extent of the internal issues, took all of the heat on social, and you still published a defamatory hit piece, fully knowing I was innocent, just so you could enrich yourself in your $10 million studio. Sharp, but deeply unethical, dangerously misleading, and illegal. I suggest you use the money you got from pumping your Patreon to hire a good lawyer. You're gonna need it. And maybe we could have talked about this if you had reached out to me personally, not my manager, Jeff, who is not me, Steven, but the first time you did was on Christmas Eve after you released your series, so you could rely on false statements and unreliable people used recklessly. The subject line was third request for comment. Yeah, not quite. This will be my third time reaching out to you and your team. The first two times were through your manager, Jeff. The first two times were through your manager, Jeff. Okay, so the last time on Christmas Eve, after the fact, was to me. You have a funny way of twisting things. And I also noticed you left out that part on Twitter. Why hide that? Trust me, CryptoZoo is coming. I will make damn sure of it. And honestly, it sucks that after years of personal reform, going through trials and tribulations and busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm actually proud of, you led the charge to drive and monetize a narrative telling millions of people that I'm a fraud or I tried to scam my audience. That is patently false. This video is mainly for my fans and anyone who's on the fence that I hope I can help understand a situation that is tremendously complex, but has been oversimplified for both views and clicks. And lastly, Coffeezilla. I now know your motives with this. Clout and money, good for you, but also you're slimy as. So I'm not going to come on any of your podcasts. If you want to come on Impulsive and talk about this, that's fine. You've denied my invitation multiple times. You're still invited. It can be a one-on-one. If not, we're going to handle this ourselves while we continue to build CryptoZoo, and I'll see you in court.
All right, let's see what we get. Well, first off, what do you guys think? Like, let me know in chat. Like, what do you think about what you just saw? Second off, it says CryptoZoo is coming 2023 or 24. So we're gonna have some silence. This is still gonna be a lot of hype, but it's a matter of how hype it's gonna get. We do have a couple comments since starting the video. YouTube said, "Let's go." SoCal, good afternoon from Cali. Risky is Log's dumb followers buying. Yeah, right now it probably is Logan's followers. I'm just waiting to see what the smart money does. Nate says it's fascinating so far. Investor Better says Coffeezilla is a clown. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. From my perspective, which I'm not a Logan Paul fan, it's like I want to like Logan so much. Like I want to like him. I want to root for him. But he does a bunch of things I just don't agree with. CryptoZoo being one of them. Like, it's one thing. It does take a long time to build. He like he said, like, who's Coffeezilla to say that, when's this supposed to be finished or whatever. But if he was truly silent in Discord for over a year, and like those people spent all that money on it, it's like that, and then you announce another project, like that's not okay. Like that doesn't make things okay. So I mean, there's that perspective. Logan was right on a lot of things, though. I mean, like, if what Logan's saying is true about the Coffeezilla reaching out a day after he published the video on December 24th, then that's kind of crazy. And then Coffeezilla did use this to pump his own Patreon, which I have no problem with Patreon, obviously, but he did monetize the situation. So it is kind of, it's always ironic to me if the saint monetizes what they're being a saint over, it's a little red flag there. And that we could get into a plethora of people that do that. Especially when they're getting praise and they're making money off the praise. But yeah, the big thing was this email to me too. Like, if this was it, Coffeezilla did blank this email out of his original, his screenshots. And if he did reach out after the video was published, like, he should have lied about that. So all that being said, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Logan Paul fan, but in this, I think he's wrong for just going silent. Until he gets a huge accusation. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I don't know. Let's see what chat has to say. We got exactly, yeah. The Dungeon said didn't mention the dink doink allegations. Granted, this 3-part series was primarily on this scam. It wasn't on dink doink. That would be Coffeezilla accused Logan of dink doink a while back. Variant Viewpoint said Logan Paul is a scammer. Kurt, what's up, brother? FOMO going to take over right now. Yeah, dude, I'm honestly FOMOing. Let's look at it real quick. Let's share this. Share this as this. Crypto Zoo right now. Let's refresh this. Oh, somebody just floored one at 0.2. This isn't. OpenSea is being laggy. There's no way that this is at 0.25 right now. Oh no, somebody just floored one for 0.24. Dude, honestly, I might gamble on it. Let me see if I can snag one. I might snag one live. I'm gonna have a separate browser up too. If somebody wants to, I don't know. This is such a risky play, to be honest. Such a risky play. Let's see. I should this wouldn't be as risky if it wasn't sorry. If it was still at 0.05. I want to get to the comments in a second. I am actually going to follow this on one of my wallets. So one thing I'll say while I'm doing this is Logan Paul says the blockchain, it doesn't lie. He probably didn't make money off of it, but it's also very easy to create side wallets. That's like, like to create like several different wallets. So I don't know, man. Kind of a weird situation. Let's see. Okay, these things are apparently, might almost see if these are even viable. I doubt they are. Okay, so I think a lot of these are getting listed. I'm about to, hold on. Because the price is all over the place. Let's see the analytics. Thankfully, OpenSea has analytics. Now, let's see, listings. They're kind of getting listed all over the place, honestly. Should I do it? Should I try to do a trade in real time? Make sure that. All right, I'm about to catch up on comments. I was logging into some stuff. So let's see. Nate said, hard to say from that video. It seems like Logan is in the clear. I agree. It's kind of hard to like him, but the approach by Coffeezilla seems reprehensible. Yeah, I think Coffeezilla could be in some trouble, honestly, if like these accusations were like completely false. Like that's kind of sketchy territory. I think this is the right collection. Yeah. Dude, this collection is like all over the place. Looks like a lot of people that did a FOMO buy are like trying to jump ship. Okay, I'm not gonna. All right. I'm messing. If you're wondering, I'm messing around with trading right now after that video because I think the video It all depends on like where the money goes. I think it was pretty good, and it was only uploaded. Let's see. Like we're really early on watching it. Let's see. The video was uploaded. Now it was 30 minutes ago. But at the time of watching the video, it was like only uploaded for less than 10 minutes. So we were super early on that. All right. Let's see if all right. ADM said, look, Coffeezilla response to the tweet. Oh, I do need to see his. I didn't know he responded. Let's see. Logan Paul responded, 0 apologies, 0 addressing victims, 0 accountability. I will reply in full when I organize my thoughts. But for now, Logan accuses me of not reaching out to him directly until December 24th, 2022, but doesn't mention I reached out over a year prior on Instagram. Hey, Logan, I've been trying to reach people from the Crypto Zoo team to get the comment on the emerging story that the devs of this project haven't been paid. I have 2 really good sources saying they have not been paid by Crypto Zoo. That, in fact, no devs have been paid. In fact, that the V3 was an attempt to blacklist some of the wallets from people who invested their own money into Crypto Zoo, like response from the Crypto Zoo team. That was October 1st, 2021. I don't know. It's getting interesting. So I don't know how big. The reason I think that matters is like I don't know how big Coffeezilla was at that time, because if he was reaching out to Logan over like Instagram in October 1st, 2021, like Logan literally might not have ever even looked at that. I don't know. Big A said, honestly, watching the Coffeezilla take on Crypto Zoo, I was surprised that it seems Logan was the least guilty. Yes, he deserves blame, but he didn't cash out anything unlike almost everyone else. Nate said, I'm not a professional people reader, but it seems that Logan is truly ticked off and is being sincere. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like the video was good. Like I think that was a good response from Logan. We'll just see what happens. Let's see. The whole point. I'm just reading some of the top comments from the video. Oh, this guy just copied and pasted a Crypto Zoo's thing. The whole point is you conspire to put your audience out of money, but others beat you to it. No accountability. Who would have guessed? Logan calling people out for gossip. So it looks like the comments are just still like against Logan. Oh, Logan just responded. Real time, 14 seconds. If you expect me to see this is actually what I just said. If you expect me to see every DM that comes through every social media gossip channel trying to make a name for themselves, you're ridiculous. And like I said in my email, you scrub the blockchain for a living and somehow managed to text my personal phone number yesterday. I can't imagine you didn't know or have my professional email. So I literally just said that. I don't know if you were here like 5 minutes ago, but I do agree with Logan on this, that like he probably didn't check that Instagram. It was in October 2021. Coffeezilla was big, but he wasn't anything like he was now. Dungeon said, but the Dink Doink sets a precedent of shady behavior, which means it's harder to give someone the benefit of the doubt for any future problems their project run into. I agree. Justin put the bomb emoji. Ryan said he still opened the market for him and his team before announcing it to public. Still unethical. Yeah, it's definitely. Logan can show Vivi after the suit. Coffeezilla reminds me of Mario. Coffeezilla reminds me of Mario. I can't say his name. Nafal. Clout Chaser. Big A said, oh man, people were making fun of Mario just this morning of having spaces to question if the vaccine was reason NFL player collapse. Man, this is like really happening, like just like right now before our eyes. Just, this is just kind of crazy to like see this back and forth. I do agree. Somebody was saying let me get the sound back on. We're not going to watch the whole thing again because we already did that earlier in this. But there's without a doubt like anger and passion. Of course, that's like I can never tell what Logan plays off and like what he actually is. But like at the end, you can see it. That makes sense. Sorry about that.
but has been that after years of personal reform, going through trials and tribulations and busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm actually proud of, you led the charge to drive and monetize a narrative telling millions of people that I'm a fraud or I tried to scam my audience. That is patently false. This video is mainly for my fans and anyone who's on the fence that I hope I can help understand a situation that is tremendously complex, but has been oversimplified for both views and clicks. And lastly, Coffeezilla. I now know your motives with this. Clout and money, good for you, but also you're slimiest. So I'm not going to come on any of your podcasts. If you want to come on Impulsive and talk about this, that's fine. You've denied my
So yeah, without a doubt, he's pissed about it.
invitation multiple times. You're still invited. It can be a one-on-one. If not, we're going to handle this ourselves while we continue to build CryptoZoo, and I'll see you in court.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Bob Sell said, good old boy Chris. Variant Viewpoint said, Logan Paul is such a liar. Yeah, it's so hard to believe anything. I don't know. I think this video was a good response video. That doesn't mean I'm on Logan's side. But it makes you kind of just question everybody, you know, like, again, like I don't have anything against Coffeezilla, but like he did intentionally leave some information out, it looks like, which isn't okay. And at the end of the day, again, I have no problem with creators monetizing their platform at all. I monetize my platform. I have ad revenue and I have a membership for YouTube. It's just he used this specific situation to like specifically like gain Patreon members. I don't know. If there's money behind something like this, I can't always say it's like it's hard to mix in ethics and finances. You know, you always wonder what the incentive is. But I'm also not the biggest Logan fan, so I mean, anybody who wants to dress up like this in a serious situation. But yeah, I don't know. Continue to let me know your thoughts on the situation. Save me from watching the whole thing. Yeah. So I actually did shorts on this. This is why I'm live talking about it, because like I've been covering this entire situation. I'll probably do one more final short on Logan's response, at least for now, just to kind of catch people up. Because the actual like the actual one by Coffeezilla is like an hour and a half long. So, you know, nobody wants to spend an hour and a half watching the entire allegation. So I did a couple of shorts that were under 60 seconds explaining it. Logan is one of the few influencers who actually seems to care about NFTs and how they can help with branding in the future. Tough to see Coffee attack him. That's a very good perspective. You know, it's hard. I agree with what somebody else said about Dink Doink. It's hard to recover from like, and I wasn't like super involved with that, but like a pretty notable crypto scam. But Logan does seem to care. I mean, like he's mentioned it a ton on his podcast Impulsive, which he'll probably even mention this situation on Impulsive today. NFTs, and he doesn't need the money. Like he's very well off where he is. So like I do think he like actually believes in the space and the technology and does want to monetize. He does want to make money on it. So like I do agree with that point. I don't know. And then like I said earlier, it's just it's so weird to launch a project like a year ago. The floor price is tanking, by the way. The floor price is tanking. The listings are going nuts. Look at these listings. I don't know. This thing's getting so much like random traction. It's going up and down, up and down. So earlier when we looked, it was like 0.38. Right now it's at 0.2. That's quite a big difference. So we got a list for 0.28, a list for 0.19, list. There's a sell list. There's way more listings than sales. So people are waiting for this news to dump and they're just finding out about it. So this price fluctuation is probably going to go up and down all day. I don't know what it's going to land at the end of the day. Somebody just listed for 2 ETH. Oh, I'm sitting here like talking about the listings and the sales, and I realized that it was on a different screen. But yeah, there's more listings right now on his. Here, I'll get back to it. So this is what I was talking about. There's more listings than sales. Let's refresh it. List for 2, list, one sell, list, sell, list. Yeah, you get the point. So it jumped from, dude, there's so many people listing. because there's a lot of bag holders in this project. What's the unique owners? 46% is not terrible. There's only 3,000 items, so this floor price is going to go like way up and way down all day long. It's because there's so little items to play around with, or so few. And right now everybody's just playing volume. Nobody's playing because they care. Crazy Dan says it will be interesting to see how this plays out in the next few years. I'm sure who is right or who is wrong at this point. I'm not sure who's right or who is wrong. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, like Logan does things that I don't agree with, but that doesn't like automatically like mean he's the only person that's wrong in the situation, especially in court, man. Like if Coffeezilla, and that's what I was thinking about that, like while watching Coffeezilla's stuff, is like that's a very scary position he's putting himself in unless he's got like a good legal team. Because like those are hefty accusations. Like Coffee's accusations on Logan went viral on the internet, not just like for his channel, but like everybody. Like, watch this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Logan Paul scam, and it went viral. This isn't a good example, but it went viral on the internet like last week. Like everybody was talking about it. Penguins or whatever his name is, Critical. 3 million views, and a ton of people were talking about it. But Coffeezilla's post, I don't know what you want to consider viral on YouTube, but 6.7 mil, 3.9 mil, 5.3 mil. Those were like double the amount of views as even SBF, this entire section, got. And before that, he was getting a lot of views, like 1 million views, but still, you can see his view progression go up. And so like with the Logan Paul thing, he got a lot of traction from that. He went from like exactly like Logan showed at the beginning of his video. He went from like 1.5 million to like 2.3 million. This dude got like 500K subs from like this Logan Paul series. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. I'll let you guys figure that out. But anyways, for the rest of the day, I definitely wanted to go live because this was breaking. Because Logan, we've been waiting. If you've been following my channel, which by the way, if you're watching this, definitely, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. I do updates on this all the time. We've been looking for updates on this for like 2 weeks, and Logan said January 3rd he was going to respond. I didn't realize it was going to have its own video on Logan Paul's channel dedicated to that. It's actually bigger than Impulsive, because I think Impulsive, let's see, this is at 23 million views, or 23 million subscribers. Impulsive is at 4 million. So it being on Logan's channel opposed to Impulsive is actually like a bigger deal than it being on Impulsive. And also, if it was Impulsive, it would have just been like a section of Impulsive that like he kind of just like talked about it and then moved on to the next subject. But with this being like a dedicated video on Logan's channel, this is going to make its rounds. So I think that's why the prices kind of react, or at least originally reacted. Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. Obviously, people aren't on his side. Like overall, everybody still seems upset in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. Again, we'll just see how it goes. The price is kind of going crazy. Coffee's response, him and Logan getting into it casually on Twitter. We'll see how it plays out. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like the video for the YouTube algorithms. If you hear my kid in the background, I wasn't expecting to go live. That's why. But kind of had to go live for this. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Peace out.